In my family, we've always done things to where we were helping others. So, after seeing some of the stories about the children that need to have hands because of the different reasons, whether it be for war or because of birth defects, it just felt like a noble cause to participate in and be able to provide for the children and or the people out there, the adults even that have been hurt, whether it be an industrial accident or maybe because of war. Well, in order to make some of the time limits, you have to really have good equipment. First of all, the 3D printer has to be, really good quality. Is that the news had put out a news media release, and some friends of mine seen it and said, hey, you need to, talk to them and see if... I did not have much money to be able to purchase a 3D printer. When I started to do this, 3D printers were still in their infancy with people in the regular market. And so I thought, well, everybody else is doing crowdfunding, so I'll do crowdfunding with Kickstarter and GoFundMe. I wasn't really good with the GoFundMe at first, so the Kickstarter, I started with that, and that really didn't work well. But there was a gentleman who I didn't know who it was, kept writing to me and emailing me and asking me, all sorts of questions about, 3D printers and what I wanted and all that. I didn't understand at that time what this person had wanted. And then I said, okay, I went with my gut instinct and said, okay, I'm going to write to this man and answer his questions. And it turned out to be Arnold Ho. And he just came right out and said that his company, Print-Rite, would like to sponsor me with a 3D printer. And I didn't at first understand what he meant by that until he explained to me they were going to give me a 3D printer to use to take and make 3D prosthetic hands. And in return, he only asked for me to make a lot of hands for a lot of children and to, always stay true to my cause. And that's been to make the prosthetic hands. Matter of fact, they also sent me a second 3D printer. So I have a smaller version that I can use, and I can actually take this to the school and use it to teach classes in 3D printing. Because these printers are very reliable. They don't bother anyone because they're very quiet. Yes, we have two 3D printers, and I have them running most of the time. But they're not an inconvenience because of the fact that they're quiet. Sometimes you don't even know that they're there. I would like to see 3D printing brought into the school curriculum. That is the things, the lessons that we teach. Bring the 3D printer into that curriculum so that the young people will see that there's more opportunities and not just, I'm taking 3D animation and I'm going to make video games or I'm going to make a movie. I'd say right at this moment it's kind of humbling. I'm not one to look for to be a celebrity. I feel good that I'm able to do something for others.
Every day I like to read many different websites, especially on those newer ideas, newer products. And one day, back to about 2-3 years ago, I accessed fundraising website which is talking about new ideas, new products to raise the funding. This attracts my attention. Then I start to write to Richard and he gave me some feedback and told me why he wants these 3D printers, and then I transfer his inquiries to our and after a couple months communications, we understand what he needs and why he wants these printers. Actually, he told me he was quite surprised when he just received the printers, because he never thought this is a real, because we never met before, and since we only communicate through the internet. And after we met with Richard's Venomate, and then he explained to me about more what kind of service he's doing with organizations called Enable. We invite Richard's Venomate to CES, which we have a booth there, and he also introduced another member of Enables to us. And at the end of the show, we contribute the printers, printers to this member as well. I think to be an enterprise, there are some. It's not our aim is not only earning money alone. For sure. To earn money is one of the objectives of organization, but that is not the only objective. We don't only serve the shareholders' value. We have to take care our employees and our business partners. One of the most important is when we can doing business peacefully in the society. Today, the social responsibility becomes one of the requirement for many companies. But actually, our social responsibility started much earlier, since 1980 something. We have built about 53 or 54 schools altogether. Will have been benefit to about more than 20,000 students, so that they can have a safe place for the educations. We also, because we are in a city called Zhuhai, so I believe that to do something for the society locally also important, so that we have set up